Welcome. As always, we'll be talking about NIRF ranking for 2019. Very important this time. You have 5 categories as always, the 5 parameters under which ranking is done. So you have the graduate outcome, peer perception, research and professional practices. Then you have teaching, learning and resource, and finally outreach and inclusiveness. All these have further subcategories that we would understand in a while. Before that, the citations have been very important. For the citation data, you have the Scopus that has been used along with Web of Science. Scopus is being released by Elsevier Science. Web of Science is being released by Calibrate Analytics. Then for the data on patents, you have the Derwent Innovation that has been taken into consideration. Now coming on to the categories, for teaching learning, you have the faculty-student ratio, the student strength for the doctoral programs, the financial resources taken into consideration. For research, you have the footprints of the project, the patents, the quality of publications and the metrics of publication. For graduate outcome, the median salary, the PhD graduates, the metrics for university examination and placement has been taken into account. For outreach and inclusiveness, number of students from other states, percentage of women, economically and socially challenged and physically challenged students, and then you have peer perception that includes the perception from academics and employers. Now in 2019, what has changed in the parameters? For medical, you have incorporation of a new category under the category of footprints of the professional practices for medical institutions. That includes the number of beds in the medical colleges or the universities or the medical institutions. Then for the management institutes, you have the journals, the top 50 journals identified by Financial Times, which have been taken as a sub-parameter for ranking the management institutes. Number of papers appearing in top 25 percentile in the world is again taken as one of the categories for evaluating the research and the professional practices. That's important. And then you have citations which have been normalized for by the faculty, the number of faculty in all the institutes under different categories. For the overall ranking, you had total 100 institutions that were taken into category. The top institute was IIT Madras, followed by IISc Bangalore. Then you had the 3 IITs, the Delhi, Mumbai and Kharagpur, followed by Kharagpur and Kanpur, followed by Jawaharlal Nehru University, followed by another 2 IITs, that's the Roorkee and the Guwahati, and then you have the BHU. So under the university ranking, you definitely have the IISc, JNU and BHU and the first 3 categories, followed by University of Hyderabad and Calcutta University under the university ranking, which are again 100. The total list is of 100 universities. The most important thing is BHU has maintained the 3rd position under university ranking for a 3rd consecutive year. So that's really interesting. Then under engineering, you have 200 universities that have been ranked, of which the top ones are again the IITs that we have done in the overall ranking. Among these engineering institutes, 16 institutes are from Telangana. So Telangana has a very high proportion, a very good proportion under NIRF ranking. Under private category, self-finance category, it's VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology, which has stopped. For management, you have 75 institutions that have been ranked, of which you can remember it as BAC. So BAC, Bangalore, Ahmedabad and Kolkata, or the older name as Calcutta. That's how you can remember it. So those are the top 3 institutes. For pharmacy, again you have 75 institutes that have been ranked, of which Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi and Punjab University, Chandigarh have been on the top, followed by Naipur, Mohali. So those are the top universities under pharmacy. For college ranking, you have 4 colleges from Delhi which are among the top 5. You have Miranda House, Hindu College, St. Stephens and Lady Shri Ram, and you have 1 college from Chennai, that is the Presidency College. So that's the college ranking. Again under college ranking, you have 100 colleges that have been taken into account. For medical, you have 30 institutes that have been taken into account. The top 3 institutes are AIIMS, Delhi. Then you have the PGI, Chandigarh. Then you have the CMC, Vellore. So those are the three best institutes, followed by Sanjay Gandhi Institute in Lucknow and Amrita Vishwavidyalaya, Coimbatore. Under law, you have 15 institutes that have been ranked, of which National Law School Bangalore, followed by National Law School Delhi and Nalsar Hyderabad are among the top 3 institutes. Architecture, you have 30 institutes that have been ranked, of which IIT Kharagpur, Roorkee have been the top institutes. Besides the IIT, which institute was among the top rankings for architecture could be a kind of question. So it's the National Institute of Technology, NIT Calicut. So those are the top ranking institutions that we have seen. As you know, this year you had the IRA ranking, that's the Atal ranking for institutions on innovation achievement. That's very, very important, which we have covered in a separate lecture. The information on postal material and all the details are available in the description below. You can subscribe to the channel for all further updates, and all your preparations for 2019. Will be bringing very important topics in the upcoming sessions. Have a wonderful day.